Most reasonably aware racehorse fans will know that the Lormeron's Queen's Plate is the heavyweight champion of 1600 metre weight for age contests in South Africa. But it's also very important to realise that on the very self-same day, also for R1,000,000, is the fillies equivalent. Really speaking, the 1800 metre trip that they run as opposed to the 1600 metre trip is going to be sponsored this year by Maine Farms, and we've had the opportunity to catch up with Dr. ANDREAS Jacobs, who's the owner of Maine Farms, and a whole host of other enterprises, including Jacobs Coffee and Toblerone and Newsells Park and Farnhof, to find out why he saw fit to sponsor this year's Maine Paddock Stakes.
Well, first of all, we decided about the sponsoring because we wanted to give something back to the industry. So by sponsoring, at least we can give something back to those who bought yearlings from us, who booked nominations with our stallions. And of course the Paddock Stakes as a Group 1 race was, a strong symbolic sign to those who supported us in the last 10 years.
Beach Beauty shows no signs of weakening over towards the inside. Run for It is trying hard in the centre. Beach Beauty down the inside's too good. Run for It's trying hard, but Beach Beauty stays on to win from Run for It and Master Plan Bavura behind that.
I love the Paddock Stakes very much, also because it's difficult for speed fillies to win it. It's difficult for stayer, Oaks winner fillies to win it. So it's right in the middle. It requires speed, but also stamina, and that makes it very special. And I must say, I love sponsoring a fillies mares race because you can later on, you see the offspring of that winning mare, and so the legacy goes on a little longer than sponsoring a race that is won by geldings that, have a much shorter shelf life.
To have the champion sire and to have two other special sires in your stud farm and the pristine nature that the farm is looking at the moment must be something that you're extremely proud of.
Yeah, very proud of. It's a beautiful farm, and I must say, if it wouldn't have been that beautiful, probably I wouldn't have fallen in love on the first day. I think John Slade does a fantastic job with all the horses, with getting them to the sales, but also, the foaling, which is right now taking place. I think he does a marvelous job, so we're a very good team there.
There's an old expression that says if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and you guys have done an enormous amount of planning, both at Farnhof and of course Newsells Park. The most recent fruits of your endeavours evident, which is truly spectacular.
Yeah, it was very spectacular. We sold a yearling called by Galileo for 3.6 million sterling, which I think, I haven't looked it up, but I think was the highest price ever in history in England, probably in Europe. You need a lot of luck to do this, but the preparation was impeccable. The horse looks a million, literally, and he has a very strong sister which helped, and so everything fell in the right place at the right time, so we're very proud.
Silvano, what hasn't been written about him isn't worth writing, but the bottom line is that there's probably still a lot more to come. He's had the most spectacular year, and you must pinch yourself and think to yourself, this is really a dream come true for me.
It is really a dream. I know him so well since he was born. I know his father so well, the whole family. His mother actually is still alive. I just took pictures last week of her. She's still on our farm in Germany. And he really made a dream come true. This is a once-in-a-lifetime stallion experience. I hope everyone somehow feels it, because that's about breeding and about racing, to really fall in love and hope for the better, this great one horse that one day will come, and that's why we're all doing it.
German breeding really has come to the fore of late. I mean, I know it's always been in the planning, but there's signs of a global renaissance.
Yeah, there's good horses, both stallions, Lomitas, the sire of Silvano, but even more Monsoon are two sires which are really special in terms of all the percentages. And the first one that woke up and did it beside Germany was the Japanese. If you look at the success of the Japanese with Monsoon mares in these days, it's unbelievable. So they picked it up early, and I hope he will be a legacy for the next 3-4 generations to carry on German breeding around the globe.
Let's talk briefly about Quirari, the only son of Oasis Dream in this country. Magnificent looking specimen with outstanding racing performance, and lives up to one of the fundamentals he trained on.
He trained on, he was a very strong 1600, 2000 meter horse, fits right into this country. In his best performance, he was beating a couple of Group 1 winners, international Group 1 winners, which was a great achievement. He looks very beautiful, and I must say we just launched a little bit of a internet advert on his foals just to show the world how beautiful the foals are. So there's a big rumor on how good looking they are, so I'm very pleased.
The princess, obviously she's one of the apples of your eye, and of course with that legacy of Victory Moon being left behind with a fantastic family, you must be very excited about her being in foal and of course the progeny that are here to follow.
Of course, very proud, and it's a little bit of the same nick that worked so well, Silvano Al-Mafti, this time with Victory Moon. I wish I would have more Victory Moon mares for Silvano, but I look forward to having a great foal, of course, next year.